To Die For, Moulin Rouge, and an Oscar-winning role in The Hours. She's just made a triumphant return to the stage in Photograph 51. It is Nicole Kidman! Woo! Hello! Oh. Hi. When I gush later, it's true. It's all true. Sit. And taking the role of Emmeline Pankhurst in the same movie, this actress has won 3 out of a record 19 Oscar nominations. She's true Hollywood royalty. And one of my favorite guests, welcome back, Meryl Streep, everybody! Yay! Oh, so nice to see you. Sit down. And famously, Nicole, Meryl, in The Hours together. Yeah. But did you ever meet in The Hours?
No.
No. but afterwards.
Yeah, red carpet.
I was shocked when I saw Nicole in the movie because she stole my nose. It was like, oh my God. No, it was really kind of like it, you know?
Didn't you keep the nose?
Yeah, I loved having that nose.
Yeah.
I really did. I loved my profile.
Yeah.
I liked that one.
And of course, the other memento you got for The Hours was an actual Oscar. And yes. Yeah. Which, now this is surprising, ladies and gentlemen, that was the same year Meryl Streep, not even a nomination.
That's why I got the Oscar.
No, that is odd, isn't it? Well, I know, hard for you to talk about, but it's
very unusual.
Yes, it was very unusual. You must be trying on dresses, going, you what now?
Never happened again.
And Meryl Streep, you weren't always Meryl Streep.
What? Oh. No, at birth, I had to be named Mary because my mother's name was Mary and her mother's name was Mary and her mother's Mary. I named my first daughter Mary because I'm, you know, I'm that way. What is that way? What do you call it?
Creature of habit?
No, trying to fit in,
all right.
you know, and make everybody happy in the family, basically. Yeah. So, yeah, but my mother's... What was the question?
You weren't Meryl.
What was my name?
You weren't Meryl. What is your name, was the question.
I knew the answer. Just give me a second. Yeah. I was born Mary, and Louise was my mother's best friend, Louise Buckman, so I was named after her. And, but I was always called Meryl. My father's made that name up, and he liked that name, and so I hated it. I wanted to be named Patty or Kathy, or that's how they said it in my town. Patty, Kathy, Debbie. You know.
You'd be such a different person if you'd been brought up Patty, wouldn't you?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I had glasses, and my name was Meryl, and, you know, and it had a P on the end. The street should have been street. I always wished, why didn't they just put the T on the end instead of P? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And Nicole Kidman, you had an adorable name when you were little, a sort of pet name. Unless I'm wrong. No. If I'm wrong, you know, weren't you called? Is it? I don't know how you call it. Is it Hukulani?
Oh, no, that's not my pet name. That's my Hawaiian name.
Oh,
I
do forgive me.
Yeah, because I was born in Hawaii.
Oh, so does everyone get an Hawaiian name if you're born in Hawaii?
No, but I did.
Okay.
Hokulani.
What does it mean?
It means heavenly star.
But slightly undermines it when you explain where your parents got the name.
From the Honolulu Zoo, there was a baby. The baby elephant that was born at the same time as me was called Hokulani.
Now, actually, so we read about it, so we Googled it. There was a picture.
Oh, no.
This is a picture of Hukulani, the elephant. Oh. See?
See the similarity?
Star.
My twin.
It's The Hour's nose. No, stop that now. That isn't what I meant.
okay. Okay.
But so we were in the office, and you know, kind of elephants live. Yeah. Elephants live, and I thought, oh, I wonder what happened.
That's amazing.
I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened.
Is that really the?
And you've got him.
Wouldn't it be
on
amazing
here?
if we had Hukalani out back? So we emailed Honolulu Zoo and said, remember Hukalani? What happened to the Hukalani? And very kindly, someone, I think her name's Barbara, she found time to email back. Aloha, because that's what you say.
No, it's not aloha.
What is this?
Aloha.
Aloha.
Ah.
Hokalani.
Yes.
Aloha.
Hokalani.
Oh.
Barbara writes, I am sorry to say that Hokulani died at the Honolulu Zoo on November the 13th, 1970.
Oh.
1970? Now, you would think, busy running a zoo, I'll stop my email there. That's all they wanted to know. Yeah. No, Barbara continues. She was found dead in the moat of her exhibit. It goes on.
This is awful.
I know. No. So it's, no, but, like, but this was in 1970, and Barbara remembers it like it was yesterday. She was found in the moat. It was speculated that she was pushed in by another young elephant, jealous of the mothering attention she was receiving from an older female. I wish there was a more warm and fuzzy angle to this story. Good luck with your interview. Thanks, Barbara. Obviously, you play the iconic Emmeline Pankhurst. And I wonder, is there any real footage of her, any newsreel footage of Emmeline Pankhurst?
Yeah, there is. There are 8 seconds of film of her. It's the only thing I found. That's about how long I am in the movie, too.
Because people do listen to you, Meryl. You know, they kind of go, oh, she's speaking. Do you think you might get involved in public office? Would you ever run for an elected
God,
post?
No, never. In fact, I'm just in awe of people who put their lives on the line like that, because especially now, the cost to your family, to the larger group that you love, it's almost, I mean, you just offer them on the altar.
But you make movies like this movie, which you really should go see, because it does, I mean, so many people do not know the history of what it took for women to get the right to vote, and still don't have the right to vote in very many countries. But that is like being in office, if you want to call it, in the sense of that's your contribution as actors and as storytellers, is we can put this out in the world.
Yes.
And
similarly,
your
play is the same, isn't it? I mean, it's different, but
it's
overdue recognition for a
woman scientist.
Yes.
So, but it's lovely to be in that position, to be able to do that and say, here it is, here's the work, go see it, digest it, talk about it, and keep things moving forward.
I do think we owe it to the world, to women who have no voice, to get behind projects like this that help.
Well, it's great, really terrific. Now, are you enjoying it now?
Hormones.
Are you enjoying it now?
I now love it.
Oh, good.
I love going on stage, but it was just interesting navigating that that fear and still going on and doing the performance and getting lost in the performance, but in the wings, going, oh, how do I get on stage? And I can understand actors just not getting on the stage, just not getting there. But I saw Carey, I've seen Meryl on stage, I saw Carey on stage just, when was it, a few months ago?
Yeah,
in New York doing Skylight, and she was superb. I saw Meryl do a cartwheel.
What? Oh, yeah.
Right?
Cartwheel.
But I saw you do Skylight with
I thought it was a forward roll or something.
And,
Did you get scared?
Yeah. Again, I'm thrilled Nicole Kidman gets nervous as well. This is making me feel so much better.
Necessary to
this was fear that was like, I mean, I'm
not surprised. Just the idea of someone going on stage is just so terrible.
But they told me it would go, and it has gone.
But it does seem a weird thing to be built into a job. To be, you know what I mean? If a bus driver was scared of bus driving, you'd suggest he didn't do it. But it's weird that something. No, but you know what I mean? It's weird that you've chosen a job that you're quaking in the wings, gotta go. Don't make me do it.
And it's like, why am I doing this?
Don't you get scared before you do a show?
May I present Ryan? And Meryl, you've never had a bad review. Have you ever had a bad review?
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, yeah.
How bad?
Well, I remember once in a Woody Allen movie, that they said, oh, this is the best performance by a head of hair. And I had really good hair.
Well, I think we have a picture of you, and it is, in fairness, good hair. That is, see?
Lovely hair.
Yeah,
That's
upstaged by your own hair.
Yeah, exactly. I used it like a curtain. Sometimes I'd have it this side, sometimes the other side, and it was very deep performance.
Oh, dear. Now, listen, great reviews. Because Meryl, you played a famous cook, Julia
Yes.
Childs. But can you cook?
No, I mean, not until I did that movie. But I never really understood that you have to make the time. I was raised by a mother who said, if it's not done in 45 minutes, it's not dinner. And she also, I remember, when I was 10, I went up the road to the neighbor's house, and she and her mother were in the kitchen, and they were doing something with tennis balls. And I said, what are you doing? And they said, we're peeling potatoes. I said, those aren't potatoes. Potatoes come in a box. True. They were dry, flakes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Add water.
Yeah,
Delicious.
It's appalling how we ate, then.
And Nicole, because you've got kids now, so you must cook.
Grilled cheese.
Lovely. They'll be on a chat show in years to come telling a story.
So, yeah, but that's all the children ever want to eat.
Oh, getting them off pasta. But I collect cookbooks and recipes. I rip them out of magazines and I see them. And I have folders and books. I don't ever cook.
Yeah. One day.
But
One day.
but I love to be cooked for.
While you're in London.
And with cookbooks,